doing donuts in the driveway. With the car locked, with the frogs and the dogs and the goose and the goose in the garage. No kidding, I am lost in the sauce. A lunatic. In the shed, in the snow, and Gemma on the radio. Anna and Angie and Brody. I got a hatchet in the shed, in the snow, and Gemma on the radio. Lunatic. I got Anna and Angie and Brody. I got a hatchet in the shed in the snow, and Gemma on the radio.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I'm working on getting a new mic. Shit fucking went wrong this morning, so I'm just like, fuck it. We're doing mythical creatures today. 100% mythical creatures. So, if you know anything about fucking anything, there is like a million fucking mythical creatures out there. We got Mothman, we got Bigfoot, we got the Cherokee Devil. My son has helped us, like, literally look up mythical creatures, okay? Some of these motherfuckers I had no idea about. But I found it kind of interesting. Hold on, I'll get it. Yeah. They talk about mythical creatures in the fucking they literally talk about mythical creatures in the Bible. All right. So for anybody that says that, you know, mythical creatures, this shit goes back to the Bible. We got the talking snake, aka Slytherin's up in the house. You know how it is. You be talking to fucking snakes. That's what it is. The Balaam's donkey. This shit is up in the fucking Bible, and they're talking about Balaam's donkey and shit. The behemoth, which that just looks like, I don't even know what the hell that looks like. The Leviathan, which is a fish, straight up. We got Ziz, which is I don't know. It's something, man. It might be in the sea. You never know. Y'all are gonna see me drink coffee. Sorry. We got a man-eating fish. But if anybody has been into the fucking sea or looked into the sea, you already know there's man-eating fish, okay? But it talks about rainbow unicorns. Um, and they said unicorns were dead. They ain't dead, they in the Bible. Alright, so we got we got fucking mythical creatures all up in that fucking Bible, right? Now the one that everybody knows the folklore of, sorry, I can't talk, is the fucking Mothman. Okay. We all know about the Mothman. He's all up in Virginia and the Appalachian Mountains. Which in the Appalachian Mountains, I was doing some shit, okay? And there are some fucking weird creatures in the fucking mountains. But some of the folklore say that if you go to the mountains and like you want to fucking, I don't know, cease to see the world the next day, go to the mountains and start, whistling. So we're gonna pull up some of the Appalachian Mountain ones. I know my son wanted me to do ocean ones, and we will. I promise, Jordan. We will do some ocean ones. Okay. But we're gonna pull up the Appalachian Mountain ones. Okay, so we have a deer that looks like a deer at first, but then it turns into something much creepier. 9 chances out of 10 what that is a skinwalker, which if anybody is from Ohio, I think it's Ohio, they have a skinwalker farm up there, okay? And supposedly you can see skinwalkers, you can see crazy shit like that. We got the Wampus cat. It goes back to the Cherokee folklore, which a lot of mythical creatures go back to the folklore of like Indian tribes, because let's face it, okay, the UK came over here, they took over the Indians, they pushed the Indians like up north, or certain pieces of land. So they have like a lot of folklore, okay? The Flatwood Monster, once again, it says caused a U.S. Air Force UFO inquiry. So, I mean, it is what it is. The Raven Mockers are said to feed on the hearts of dying people. Shit. I guess if you're dying, don't go to the Appalachian Mountains, because that's not the only one that, like, if you're sick or something, that like these mythical creatures are gonna like do what they do. Mothman was allegedly spotted just before the famous Silver Bridge disaster, which devil monkeys are said to be aggressively in the Appalachian Mountains. I've never been to I want to go to the Appalachian Mountains so goddamn bad. Ghostly dog with glowing eyes. Would that be like a devil dog? Yeah. The Grafton Monster is to be a hairless Bigfoot and troll. The Sheep Squatch. Now, I did I used to watch Mountain Monsters when I was really into well, I still am, but you know, when I watch TV, I used to watch Mountain Monsters. I fucking love them. But they did a whole deal on the sheep squatch, and it explains a lot more than this little paragraph. Um, the snaily gaster is said to have stolen chickens and small animals from farms. So that is just some of the stuff in the Appalachian Mountains. But I mean, like a lot. The Raven Mocker is a Cherokee from the Cherokee mythology. It describes as a as witches or evil spirits that prolong their lives by preying on sick or dying people. Um. Uh, okay, so the Raven Mocker is basically it's like a bird or something that flies in the air. And it emits cries resembling a raven's call, and yeah, that is the Raven Mocker. Now the one that, okay, so like the reason I brought up the Raven Mocker is because if you guys remember on Mountain Monsters, they did the Cherokee Devil, but the Cherokee Devil they brought up was a Bigfoot. When you look up Cherokee Devil mythology, um, it said that the Cherokee Devil is like a raven mocker, but it's like a demonic presence, you know. I don't know if you ever felt like a demonic presence was near you, but yeah. So according to the Cherokee mythology, it's like a raven mockers, but according to, let's face it, you know, monsters, it's a Bigfoot. Now, one of the things that I find interesting is they call the big. Okay, so there's a Bigfoot Cherokee Devil. Now, this Cherokee Devil in the Appalachian Mountains supposedly took a little girl from like the Cherokee people, and I, I guess like she was like kidnapped, but you can still see her presence sometimes around there. But it also says that the Cherokee people or devil will like get in your head and make you start like thinking crazy things and like having time loops where like you don't even remember doing shit, and then like you like just appear places. So it's like a whole Appalachian Mountain mythology in itself. Now, Appalachian Mountains does have a lot of varieties of like Cherokee devils and stuff. So they have Bigfoot, they have Sasquatches, they have sheep squatches. I mean, they have devil dogs. So, according to some people, there was an oil drill in Virginia that literally broke through a kind of like portal to hell. Like if you look down the hole, you would see hell. According to some people in Virginia, which also has the Appalachian Mountains here. So I mean, I think the mythology of like all of these different animals and creatures is kind of really interesting. Now there is the Cleveland Frogman, and that's in Ohio's Appalachian Mountains. Um, these frogs are bipedal and almost 4 feet tall. They have leathery skin. They crouch over like frogs when they move. But supposedly they live in Loveland, Ohio. Okay. So that's kind of cool. I actually like that one. The other one is the chupacabra. Chupacabra. Try saying that while you're sick, which is in West Virginia. If anybody knows, the chupacabra is basically like a fucking dog, but it's like a demon dog. As a matter of fact, you know what? We're gonna. All right. So these are 13 Appalachian cryptoids. Okay. That's not what I want. Yes, I'm sick, so I'm like not all here. Okay, so please forgive me. But you got the Elba Witch. Ooh, that's such a pretty sight, though. Look at that sight. I would love to go look at that. Okay. It is rumored that the Elba Witch lives along the Susquehanna River just below the Appalachians near Columbia, Pennsylvania. It may also exist further into the mountains along the wider watershed up the hills. So like there's reports of it being there, but you never know. It is it's about 4 feet tall, spends the time in heavily forested areas, sitting in the trees. If I lived in the Appalachian Mountains, look at that. I would stay up in the trees too, because that's such a pretty fucking view. Okay. So then we got the flatwood monsters, which we kind of talked about. Now the flatwood monster, literally, I don't know if y'all play DVD, but that looks like the fucking nurse off of DVD. Okay, seriously, that looks like the nurse. Also known as Braxy, is a cryptid believed to inhabit the woods around the small town of Flatwoods in West Virginia. Braxy is believed to be 10 foot tall with a red hood shaped face and eyes that glow. Its body is dark and it has claws for hands. So that's a tall bitch. But I guess if I seen something that was 10 foot tall and had red glowing eyes, my ass would be scooting the other way. Like seriously, it is what it is. You got the white things that literally. Do you know what that looks like? That looks like Jack Frost. Seriously, it literally looks like it's somebody dressed in white, has a beard, and is wearing a white ghillie suit. That's what that looks like. And if anybody knows anything about the military, they have ghillie suits that are supposed to camouflage you into like the woods and stuff. A homie built his own little white ghillie suit for this man. The white thing is an Appalachian cryptid that's a lot of like Bigfoot cryptids that are seen in many forested regions in the United States. What makes white things different is they're covered in nothing but long white hair. Again, that does not look like white long hair. That looks like a damn ghillie suit. Okay. And if you look like kind of at the hand area right here, you can kind of see that it does kind of look like a ghillie suit. Skunk apes. I've heard a lot about skunk apes. Fucking froggy can't talk. Okay. Now the thing about skunk apes is that the reason they're called skunk apes is because if you smell skunk, it's normally a Bigfoot mythical creature. And skunk apes are a lot like Bigfoot, but they're a bit shorter. They're known to inhabit the southern Appalachians and the swamps of Florida. These cryptids walk on two legs like human and are covered in a brownish red hair. They even they've earned their skunk monarch because people who have seen them say they stink. There's been folklore since the 1800s when they were accused of stealing food stores from earlier Europeans. Skunk apes are also accused of killing livestock and harassing drivers on remote roads. Hundreds of sightings and many blurred photos exist of the cryptids though they've managed to evade capture. Now, here's the thing. I think these mythical creatures are just really good at playing hide and go seek. Because if you think about it, hide and go seek, you're trying. Like, you're literally trying not to be found, right? They're trying not to be captured, but they're out there. That explains a lot of, like, the missing people in the world. Now, there are, it's the missing 411. And a lot of it deals with the Appalachian Mountains and the people that mysteriously go missing, or they end up like thousands of miles and like thousands of miles high from where they were, and there's like no way they should have been able to get there or been alive. Like, there was a little girl that was taken. I can look it up in a second. Hold on. But there was a little girl that went missing in the Appalachian Mountains. Their family went out camping or hiking, one of the two. Anyways, they couldn't find her, and then like literally they get to like, I want to say it was close to 700 miles away. Now, you would think a 3-4-year-old wouldn't be able to walk 700 miles. And we're talking in like a 24-hour span time of her going missing, walking 700 miles. Okay. And that's as crow flies, which means it's 700 miles straight as crow flies. But you got to remember that there in the Appalachian, there's a lot of hills. Okay. But she ended up being on like this little island, and she's just playing like nothing was wrong. Like, she just magically appeared. Like, people actually checked that area the day before and she wasn't there. So, I mean, there is a lot of folklore of missing people in the Appalachian Mountains. It's kind of cool if you actually get into the mythology of the Appalachian Mountains and missing people. I will look up a YouTuber who actually does all of it. But there is a book out there. Okay, so it is the missing 411, and it's unexplained disappearances. David Prides, he's the one that put everything together on it. But yeah, it's really cool. A specific focus of the missing 411 is the disappearance of hunters in North America wildlands, raising questions about the safety of these areas and the factors that may contribute to such disappearance. UFO connections. I want to see if I can get. Okay. Let me get over to this screen, okay? Just so you guys can see. There is actually a book about missing 411. And the Hoopa Projects, Tribal Bigfoot, Missing 411. Like, Bigfoot, wild man, and giants. Fuck. What was it? Okay, so I heard on a podcast that there were reports of giant skulls or skeletons in New Zealand that have surfaced. Okay, so I kind of wanted to get into this, and this is where the mythology stuff associated with my brain. Um, Basically, what they're trying to say is the claims of finding evidence of pre Polynesian giants are generally not supported by scientific evidence and have been labeled as conspiracy theories. But there have been like giants in New Zealand. Um, there have been like a lot of different characterizations of people who have found giant skulls and stuff like that in New Zealand. Now, just because my son is a dorky dork and he loves sea monsters. Now, like, don't get me wrong. I know this ain't like for everybody, okay? Trust me, I understand this ain't for everybody, but I'm really into all mythology, okay? So we got 19 mythical creatures from A to Z. We got the Buckabuk. But again, once again, if you go into the sea, you never know what you're gonna find. Like they in the sea, they have like this like fish that has a light on it, right? And like this light literally attracts their food to them. It's weird. They got the calypso. It's a fascinating and nonsense character from mythology. She is said to be a nymph, maybe a nymphomaniac, and the daughter of the Titan Atlas. She is connected to the island. So that's just like one person. She's a nymph, man. She just wants to get laid. All right. We got giant octopuses. We all know that there's giant octopuses. The Cetus, it is a huge and dangerous creature. It is usually portrayed as a massive sea serpent or whale-like creature. Legends have described it as a terrible creature that the gods sent to as a punishment or an omen for disaster. Which I actually do want to get into something else about disasters. It's kind of really. Let me finish this, and then I will get into that new disaster that is coming up on us. We got the series. We got the Loch Ness Monster, basically, which is basically Hookla. The Hafgufa. I know I'm butchering these names. Leave me a note alone. The Hydra. It's basically water dragons. Is that it? Ichthyocentrius. The German again, dude, fuck, if I saw that motherfucker, I would fucking swim away. I am 100%. That is literally the fucking Karen of sea monsters. That bitch looks like she wants to talk to your fucking manager right now. Of course, we got the Loch Ness monsters. We got things that are kind of in between a rhinoceros and a fucking elephant. The merfolk, which is mermaids, and then if anybody knows about mermaids, you know sirens again. They're basically Come to me, my pretty little children. They're basically sirens are people that like have magical song voices that just attract them to people to them. I don't know what the fuck that is. I cannot pronunciate the goddamn word of it. What is the most powerful mythical creature? Bigfoot. 100%. But now, this is where we get into some really cool stuff. It's NDVT. 3 city killer asteroids could strike the Earth in weeks, says scientists. Now, if you know anything, you know that Elon Musk has been up the president's asshole. Okay? But he has now, like, magically disappeared. Homie is trying to figure out how the hell not to do this because he wants to destroy the Earth himself. But this says that at least 3 large asteroids power enough to destroy an entire city could be on collision course with the Earth in the coming weeks, a new study has warned. Published in the journal Astronomy, the study highlights that the threat posed by 3 space rocks named 2002 SB 524522 and 2002 CL1, which currently share an orbit with Venus, according to the international research term led by Valro from Sao Paulo State University in Brazil. These asteroids are hidden in the sun's glare, making them nearly impossible to detect with a telescope on Earth. While their current paths don't bring them close to Venus, research cautions that even a minor gravitational disturbance could shift their orbits towards Earth, with potential catastrophic consequences. If one, just one, were to strike, the impact could create a crater more than 3 kilometers wide and release energy up to 1,000,000 times greater than an atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. So basically, they're saying that asteroids are coming for our lives. Now, the thing is, if one hits it, it could destroy a whole entire city. But if you think about it, a whole entire city, let's take Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, they're twin cities. All of that rubbish lit in the air would block out the sun, which would cause all the temperatures to decrease. Now, people who live way up north, including Alaska, probably would be able to survive it because, think about it, all of that air, we're going to hit like negative 40. People who are from down south, they don't know how to handle that stuff. Also, if all 3 hits, it's the end of the world as we know it. So yeah, we got literally asteroids about to hit the world. Which I literally was. It's hard because, like, think about it. If 3 asteroids with the force of an atomic bomb were to hit anywhere, right? You're looking at like lives being destroyed, right? Cities being destroyed. fact that they're in the sun's glare makes it even harder for them to detect whether or not they're going to hit Earth. Which, like, that's fucking crazy as it is. I'm trying to find where, like, they did like a AI of it, of what it would be like if it hit us. I'm trying to find it, but we all know that sometimes scientists are wrong. So, but that would be very bad if they hit us. Just saying. Because, like, first of all, it's gonna, and all that debris in the air. We already have so much air pollution out there as it is. Okay, I think the only things that are gonna survive, like, meteors hitting us, is fucking Bigfoot, because the bitches disappear faster than you can blink. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm coughing and drinking so much. My voice is really, really dry, and apparently my co-host decided not to come up today. It is what it is. Delaware has a swamp monster. Selbyville swamp monster, described as either a hairy bipedal creature or ghost-like figure. So apparently, Delaware has one. Florida has the skunk apes. Georgia has the L Ultima. Huh? Hawaii has the Menahan, which is fuck. It's like, you know those tiki posts? That's what it looks like here. I'll show you so y'all can see. This is what a Mihiha looks like. I'm butchering the names, okay? Do not fucking come after me for butchering names. I literally can't talk. Idaho has Charlie. Illinois has the Enfield whore. That looks like a whore. Indiana, Iowa has a Velociraptor. Kansas has a sinkhole worm. Kentucky is the Kelly Little Green Men. Louisiana has Rougarou. That, once again, that's, I don't know. Basically, Maine is a moose. These are mythical creatures per state. Okay, Maryland has a sea serpent. Massachusetts has a Dover demon. That's probably why my son liked this. My son actually gave me this one. Michigan has the dog man. Minnesota has a Wendigo. Now, I've heard a lot about Wendigos growing up in Minnesota. Okay. If you know anything about a Wendigo, it does not look like that. A Wendigo is basically a spirit that has a broken heart that literally freaking is attracted to people who have broken hearts. It's a broken-hearted spirit killing people with broken hearts, okay? That's what a Wendigo is. It's not a fucking ash gray creature that gives off a disturbing odor known for its cannibalistic tendencies. If it's a cannibal, that means literally it would not look like that, because people do not look like that, okay? Mississippi, we have river aliens. Missouri, fucking Bigfoot. Shunka working in Montana, basically a double dog. Nebraska, I live near Nebraska. It has a lake monster. Loch Ness monster in Nevada. The Wood Devils. The Wood Devils of Cook County, grayish creatures over 7 foot tall, blending into the surroundings and startling locals. I would fucking cry if I seen one of those. New Jersey is the Jersey Devil. Basically, it's a goat, dragon, slash type thing. New Mexico is the Teratons, which is basically a big ass vulture. Champy, which is a mythical creature of the sea. That's New York, by the way. North Carolina. It's a fucking mountain lion. That's what that fucking looks like. It's a fucking mountain lion. But it's 4.5 foot tall, bushy creature resembling a bear and a panther. I mean, yeah, but it's known for draining the blood of horses. Poor horses. North Dakota has a Thunderbird that is actually a fucking car, okay? But I guess they had to get it from somewhere. Ohio is the Cleveland Frogman. Maybe I should move to Ohio and marry the Frogman. Oklahoma is an octopus. I did not know that we had a horse-sized shark-toothed octopus living so close to me. Oregon has Colossal. Once again, is a sea creature. That bitch looks like a fucking pig. That's what that fucking looks like. It's a goddamn pig. We have Vampire Mary Brown, which is in Rhode Island. Which, by the way, I am going to tell you that in the Bible they discuss vampires, okay? In the Bible, they discuss vampires. It is a mythical creature in the fucking Bible. I kind of Tennessee, Wild Man, Bigfoot, Chupacabra, Texas. A chupacabra is a reptilian creature with spines along its back known for draining the blood of livestock. You know, most of the mythical creatures literally are fucking they're not going after humans, so why the fuck are humans so, like, against them? I guess it's mainly because, like, they take over their livestock, but, like, can we not give up a cow for, just let Bigfoot fucking live out there and eat a goddamn cow? I mean, most people nowadays get their fucking meat from the store anyways, by manufactured fucking cows that literally they're just bred so you get more cows. It is what it is. But so many people are saying that Bigfoot's out there. All of these creatures are out there. That's fucking fine and dandy. Literally, I want to go find them. The only reason I want to go find all these mythical creatures is because of the simple fact that I'm interested in them. I don't want to hurt them. I just want to learn more about them. I'm sorry, if I seen a fucking 10-foot hairy motherfucker that's stunk, I'd be like, do you want a bar of soap? We can go back to my place. I'll let you take a shower and we'll discuss this. Like, that's all I would do. Like, some of these creatures, yeah, I'd be like, no, thank you. But some, dude, I don't know if you've ever heard of moon people, okay? But it is people that have, let's see if I can get a good, it is literally, this is what a fucking moon person looks like right here. That's what a fucking moon person looks like. They're not fucking scary. It's just they have like a flat face. Been there, done that. But I mean, again, we're talking about mythical creatures out there that everybody is trying to find. Some people are trying to kill for no fucking reason. And we're sitting here acting like it's a big thing. Okay. Yes, having those things are kind of scary. But at the same point in time, leave them the fuck alone and they won't attack you. Stay the fuck out of the Appalachian Mountains. Don't fucking whistle. There is a story in Canada that if you see the Northern Lights and you whistle and you see the Northern Lights whistle move to your whistle, that supposedly there is a guy that's gonna like magically appear and kill you. Okay, that is a Canada folklore of the Northern Lights. Again, a person is gonna appear out of nowhere and unalive somebody if you whistle to the Northern Lights. Appalachian Mountains, if you whistle and you acknowledge things that you should not be acknowledging, supposedly bad things are going to happen. First of all, thank God I can't fucking whistle. Second of all, I'd be the dumbass to go out there and acknowledge it because I'd be like, homie, what's good? What's a poppin'? You know, I'd be the dumbass out there trying to find the chupacabras and the fucking Bigfoots and the Cherokee Devil and all of these other mythical creatures being like, so are we gonna play hide and go seek? Are we playing hide and go seek? You know the best fucking hide and seek go player is goddamn Bigfoot. But apparently in some like Sasquatch like homes, I guess you'd say, they have maps of like rivers and stuff on like how to get around people. So like if you're really looking for them, go to the water, knock on trees. You're gonna find something you really don't want to find. But I mean, that is what it is. But yeah, there is. Okay. So I just looked over it and I seen this picture. And I will tell you, I have fucked up dreams. Okay. I seriously have fucked up dreams. I'm literally one of those people. Last night I dreamed that like I pissed off a bunch of Southerners. Me and my son and Roy had to run. And the ASPCA was there because there was a dog locked in our car. It wasn't our dog. And like all of a sudden, the next thing I know, like cops are there to arrest Jordan and Roy for tampering with cement. I mean, I have fucked up dreams, okay? But when I tell you I have seen this motherfucker in my dreams, I'm not kidding you. I have seen that motherfucker in my dreams. And that's the first time I've ever been able to find a picture of what the fucking thing was that I was looking at. Okay, I have seen that motherfucker in my dreams. So, finding that was kind of coincidental. Yeah, you know what I'm fucking trying to say. It was very convenient that I fucking found that, but apparently that is a mulligan monster. It's a mulligan. It's near the Grand Canyon, Phoenix, Tucson. You know those areas. So yeah, apparently the mulligan monster is a Arizona Bigfoot. But I've seen one of them motherfuckers in my dreams. I am weird. I know I'm weird. I am officially weird. But like that shit fucking threw me off course. Cause first of all, I don't live that far from Arizona. A matter of fact, I think it's the next state over. Cause my mom was in Arizona, I think. Maybe. Okay, so my mom was like 2 states over. Like New Mexico is in between me and my mom, okay? Depending on where you're going. But yeah, 2 states over. So it's Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. So I'm not that far from Arizona. Like it's a fucking it's literally the same fucking distance from me to Iowa, from me to Arizona. It's not that far. It's like 13 hours. Oh, but yeah, like some of these fucking mythical creatures, I wanted to go see. And it is what it is. Am I stupid for wanting to go find Bigfoot and just have a sit down and talk to him? Yes. Is it stupid for me to want to go look for big chupacabras? Probably. Is it dumb as fuck to go look for a Cherokee devil? Hell yeah. Would I like to see Mothman? Yes, because I heard his buns were he has a nice set of buns on him. I've heard. I really haven't looked it up, but it is what it is. So, like, yeah, literally, I'd be the stupid one out there. But it's coming to like an hour. I've talked for an hour. My throat is raspy as hell. I'm gonna end this live stream, and I hope that you guys had a great time. What?
2 things. Where the f is your chat at on my computer? And 2, have you not been paying attention to this?
Yeah. Why?
It's not affecting you?
I'm not paying that close of attention to it.
Okay.
Also, I have really strong medication and a lot of coffee in me.
Okay, that's good. I want you to be on stream for another 25 minutes.
I can't be on stream for another 20
Another 15 minutes.
Why?
At least. And just glance over here.
Oh, all the cars that pass by?
Nope. Just glance over and you'll see figures watching you.
Probably.
As you're anyone on this stream, go back 25 speed from the beginning and you can see quite literally figures will pop up right there. And I even saw a peace sign on there.
Look, like I said, motherfucker, I'm one of those people. I can't see fucking people. I can't see ghosts or anything along those lines. But let me tell you, I'd want to go find Bigfoot. I'm not even kidding. I want to go find Bigfoot. I want to go find all of these mythical creatures just because I want to be this person that's like,
fucking skull.
Huh?
There was a fucking skull there. And now there's a laughing. And it disappeared. There's a laughing pumpkin.
I think my son needs to take his medication. I think he needs my medication. But literally, my throat is like dry as fuck. I'm constantly having to drink. It's sore as fuck. I love you all for coming out and hanging with me. I hope you enjoyed this whole fucking stream. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't. But I hope you all have a great day. I love y'all. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to become a member for 99 cents, you can become a tadpole. And again, maybe I'll go to Ohio and become, married to the frog man. I love y'all. Have a great day. Peace out.
The clock is ticking loud tonight. The stars are watching from their height. The curtain's falling, it's our cue. A final bow for me and you. It's time to say goodbye, my friend. The moments fade, but they won't end. The echoes linger in the air. Goodbye, goodbye, we'll meet somewhere. The screen went dark, the lights are dim, but memories still burn within. The crowd disperses, hearts do soar. Whispers hum forevermore. It's time to say goodbye, my friend. The moments fade, but they won't end. The echoes linger in the air. Goodbye, goodbye, we'll meet somewhere. The live must end, the show must rest. We gave our heart, our very best. Though the silence creeps, it's not the end. In dreams you'll find me once again. It's time to say goodbye.